The Shinano was initially designed as a Yamato-class super battleship, a testament to Japan's imperial ambitions in the early 20th century. It was intended to be one of the largest and most powerful battleships ever constructed, armed with colossal 18.1-inch guns. These guns could outrange and outgun any other battleship afloat. The ship's armor was equally impressive, designed to withstand tremendous punishment. The Shinano's design reflected Japan's belief in the decisive power of battleships to control the seas. The ship was named after a historic province in Japan, signifying its importance to the nation's identity. It was a symbol of national pride and military might. The Japanese Navy envisioned the Shinano engaging in epic battles that would decide the fate of the Pacific. However, the Pacific War brought about a dramatic shift in naval warfare. The Battle of Midway in June 1942 proved to be a turning point. The United States Navy's decisive victory, achieved through the use of carrier-based aircraft, exposed the vulnerability of battleships. Japan, having lost 4 fleet carriers at Midway, was in dire need of replacements. This strategic shift led to the decision to convert the Shinano, still under construction, into an aircraft carrier. This decision was a gamble, but the Imperial Japanese Navy was desperate to replenish its carrier fleet. The Shinano, with its massive size, seemed like the perfect platform for a supercarrier. It promised to carry a large air group and withstand significant damage. The conversion began in earnest, marking a turning point in the Shinano's destiny and a reflection of the changing nature of naval warfare. The conversion of the Shinano was plagued by a critical lack of time. Japan's wartime industry was already stretched thin, and the need to get the Shinano operational as quickly as possible led to compromises in its construction. The quality of materials used in its construction was often substandard, and shortcuts were taken to speed up the process. This haste would have significant consequences for the ship's ultimate fate. The rush to complete the Shinano also had a detrimental effect on the training of its crew. Many of the sailors assigned to the Shinano were inexperienced, lacking the specialized skills required to operate a complex warship, especially an aircraft carrier. The ship's officers, while generally experienced, were unfamiliar with the Shinano's unique characteristics and the intricacies of carrier operations. The lack of proper training and coordination among the crew would prove to be a fatal flaw. The Shinano's crew, though eager to serve, was ill-prepared for the challenges that lay ahead. Their inexperience made the ship particularly vulnerable, especially during its maiden voyage. The urgency to get the Shinano into action outweighed the importance of thorough preparation, a decision that would have tragic consequences. The Shinano, despite its impressive size and potential, was a ship riddled with vulnerabilities. The haste of its construction and the inexperience of its crew made it a prime target for the prowling American submarines. The stage was set for a fateful encounter that would seal the Shinano's fate. It was a disaster waiting to happen. On November 28, 1944, the Shinano embarked on its maiden voyage. It departed from Yokosuka Naval Base, its destination being Kure Naval Base. The mission was to complete the fitting-out process and to conduct further training exercises. The Shinano was accompanied by 3 destroyers, forming a protective screen around the massive carrier. The atmosphere aboard the ship was a mixture of anticipation and anxiety. The Shinano's voyage coincided with the traditional Japanese Bon holiday, a time for honoring the spirits of the dead. During this period, families gather to share stories and pay respects to their ancestors. The Bon holiday is deeply rooted in Japanese culture, a time when the veil between the living and the dead is believed to be at its thinnest. The coincidence of the Shinano's maiden voyage with the Bon holiday added a layer of cultural significance to the event. It was a time when the living and the dead were thought to be close, a time for reflection and remembrance. The Shinano, carrying the hopes and fears of a nation at war, sailed into this atmosphere of heightened spiritual awareness. The Shinano's voyage, shrouded in a veil of cultural significance, was not fated to be a peaceful one. Unbeknownst to the crew, a deadly predator lurked beneath the waves, its presence hidden in the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean. The stage was set for a dramatic encounter that would pit steel against steel, man against man, in a battle that would become the stuff of legends. In the depths of the Pacific Ocean during the height of World War II, the USS Archerfish embarked on a mission that would etch its name into naval history. At the helm was Commander Joseph F. Enright, a man whose leadership and resolve would soon be tested in ways few could imagine. As the submarine prowled the waters, Enright and his crew remained vigilant, knowing that their success depended on their ability to stay hidden and strike with precision. The stakes were high and the outcome uncertain, but the courage and determination of the USS Archerfish crew were unwavering. This is their story, a tale of bravery, strategy, and the relentless pursuit of victory. The Shinano, once a symbol of naval power, faced an unexpected fate. On November 29, 1944, just 10 days after being commissioned, it was struck by torpedoes from the American submarine Archerfish. Despite its massive size and formidable design, the Shinano couldn't withstand the damage and sank, taking over 1,000 lives with it. This tragic event marked one of the largest losses of life in a single ship sinking in history. The Shinano's story is intertwined with the Japanese Bon Festival, a time when spirits of ancestors are believed to return to the world. The ship was named after the Shinano province, a place steeped in tradition and cultural significance. The Bon holiday, celebrated with lanterns and dances, symbolizes remembrance and respect. The Shinano in many ways carried the spirit of this festival, embodying the resilience and honor of those who came before. The sinking of the Shinano was more than just a military loss. It was a stark reminder of the vulnerabilities even the mightiest vessels face. It highlighted the importance of thorough testing and preparation before deployment. The lessons learned from this event influenced naval strategies and shipbuilding techniques in the years that followed. The Shinano's story serves as a poignant lesson in the balance of power and the unpredictability of warfare. Over the years, the Shinano has captured the imagination of many, appearing in various forms of media. From video games to historical documentaries, the ship's legacy lives on. In gaming, the Shinano is often depicted as a formidable adversary, a testament to its design and the legend that surrounds it. Popular culture has embraced the story of the Shinano, ensuring that its name and history are not forgotten.